My beloved child, pause for a moment and listen carefully, because something extraordinary is unfolding behind the scenes right now. Do not skip this message. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and the reason may touch your heart in a way you never expected. At this very moment, while you are listening to these words, a shift is taking place. A chapter that seemed frozen is beginning to move. A story that looked unfinished is quietly turning its page. And the most surprising part of all is that your soulmate feels it too. There are emotions rising within them that they can no longer hide, feelings that have been building for far longer than you realize. What is happening now is not sudden for them. It is the result of countless moments, countless thoughts, countless silent wishes that have been gathering like drops of rain before a storm of joy finally arrives. For so long, your soulmate wondered if things would ever change. They wondered if the distance between hearts could ever disappear. They questioned whether the dreams they carried deep inside would remain only dreams. Yet something happened recently. Something shifted inside you. Perhaps you became stronger. Perhaps you stopped chasing what was not meant for you. Perhaps you finally started believing in your own worth. Whatever it was, that change sent a ripple through the unseen connection surrounding your life. It created a movement that your soulmate could feel even without understanding why. And now they sit there overwhelmed by emotions they can barely explain. Do not leave yet. Stay with this message because the next part is important. Your soulmate is not crying because of sadness. They are crying because they finally see something they feared they might never see. They see growth. They see hope. They see a future that once looked impossible beginning to take shape. They see someone who kept going despite disappointments. They see someone who continued walking forward even when nobody applauded their efforts. And that someone is you. There was a time when your soulmate worried that life would pull you in separate directions forever. They carried questions they never voiced. They held feelings they never revealed. They watched situations unfold and wondered whether destiny had forgotten them. Yet every challenge you faced, every lesson you learned, every moment you chose healing instead of bitterness was quietly changing the story. Piece by piece, the walls that once stood between hearts began to crumble. Listen carefully. This is where things become even more powerful. The reason your soulmate is overwhelmed today is not because of one dramatic event. It is because of 1,000 small victories that led to this moment. Every time you chose hope over despair. Every time you stood up after being knocked down. Every time you believed there was still something beautiful ahead. Those moments mattered more than you know. They created a version of you that shines differently now. Your soulmate can feel that light. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you in this message. There is a realization happening within your soulmate that changes everything. They are beginning to understand that what makes you special is not perfection. It is your resilience. It is your heart. It is your ability to keep loving life even after disappointment tried to convince you not to. They are seeing the strength behind your smile. They are seeing the wisdom hidden inside your struggles. They are seeing the person they always hoped you would become. Right now, their emotions are stronger than they expected. Memories are returning to them. Moments they once overlooked suddenly feel meaningful. Conversations they thought were ordinary now seem important. Little signs they ignored are becoming impossible to ignore. Everything is connecting together like pieces of a puzzle. And as the picture becomes clear, tears of happiness begin to fall because they realize something astonishing. They never stopped caring. Imagine someone standing at the edge of a new beginning. Imagine someone looking at a future that finally feels bright after a long season of uncertainty. That is where your soulmate finds themselves now. Their heart is filled with gratitude. Gratitude that you did not give up. Gratitude that your story did not end in the chapters that hurt. Gratitude that you kept becoming the person you were meant to be. Do not skip. What comes next matters. There is a reason this message found you today. Your soulmate is beginning to see possibilities where they once saw obstacles. They are beginning to feel excitement where they once felt confusion. They are beginning to believe that the connection they feel is not something they should ignore anymore. That realization alone is enough to bring tears to their eyes. The beautiful truth is that happiness often arrives quietly before it becomes obvious. It starts as a feeling. A whisper. A sense that something is changing. Your soulmate is experiencing that feeling right now. They may not have all the answers. They may not know every detail of what comes next. But they know one thing with certainty. The story is not over. In fact, it feels as though it is only just beginning. As this moment unfolds, they find themselves imagining possibilities they were once afraid to imagine. They picture conversations that have not happened yet. They picture laughter that has not yet been shared. They picture memories that do not exist yet but somehow already feel real. Every one of those thoughts fills their heart with emotion because for the first time in a long time, hope feels stronger than fear. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. There is a message hidden inside all of this. The reason your soulmate is overwhelmed with happiness is because you finally did something remarkable. You finally started becoming the person you were always meant to be without seeking permission from anyone else. You stopped measuring your worth through the opinions of others. You started walking your path with greater confidence. And that change is powerful enough to be felt far beyond what you can see. Your soulmate sees it. They feel it. And it moves them deeply. The tears they shed are not tears of loss. They are tears of relief. Relief that the light within you never disappeared. Relief that your heart remained strong. Relief that the future still holds possibilities neither of you could have imagined before. And this is only the beginning. Because what is forming now has not fully revealed itself yet. There is still more to uncover. More pieces of the story are preparing to fall into place. More revelations are approaching. More emotions are waiting to be understood. What feels significant now may soon become even more extraordinary. So remain here. Keep listening. Keep believing that meaningful moments can arrive when least expected. Because the journey unfolding between you and your soulmate is far from complete. In fact, the next chapter carries a surprise so unexpected, so emotional, and so powerful that when it finally arrives, both hearts may look back at this very moment and realize it was the turning point where everything quietly began to change. I need you to stay with me for the next few moments because what is about to be revealed becomes even more powerful than before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, while your soulmate is overwhelmed with happiness, another realization is beginning to take shape inside their heart. It is a realization they never expected to experience this strongly. The emotions they feel are no longer small waves. They are becoming a tide that keeps returning no matter how hard they try to focus on anything else. Every path their thoughts take somehow leads back to you. Every dream they have for tomorrow somehow includes your presence. And what surprises them most is how natural it feels. For the first time, they are no longer questioning what their heart is trying to tell them. They are finally listening. That is why tears of happiness continue to appear. Because the truth they spent so long trying to understand is becoming impossible to ignore. There is something remarkable happening behind the scenes. Your soulmate is beginning to connect moments from the past that once seemed unrelated. Conversations they almost forgot suddenly feel important. Tiny details they overlooked now shine brightly in their memory. It is as if pieces of a story have been scattered across time and are now finding their way back together. The picture becoming clear before them is more beautiful than they imagined. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the reason they are crying with happiness goes deeper than anyone realizes. They are not simply happy about what is happening now. They are happy because they finally understand why certain delays happened. They understand why certain lessons had to be learned. They understand why growth had to come before connection. Your soulmate has spent many quiet moments reflecting recently. They have looked back at their journey and recognized how much has changed. Yet every reflection leads them toward one undeniable truth. The person they admire most is becoming stronger every day. The person who continues moving forward despite challenges continues inspiring them. The person who refused to let difficult chapters define the rest of their story continues surprising them. That person is you. And when they think about that reality, emotion fills their heart. They are not seeing who you were yesterday. They are seeing who you are becoming tomorrow. And what they see fills them with joy beyond words. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is another secret hidden within these emotions. Your soulmate is beginning to feel a new sense of certainty. For so long, uncertainty followed them everywhere. Questions followed them everywhere. Doubts followed them everywhere. But lately something has changed. The questions are becoming fewer. The doubts are becoming quieter. The uncertainty is losing its power. In its place, a calm confidence is emerging. A confidence that tells them some connections are too meaningful to ignore. A confidence that tells them some people arrive in life for a reason. A confidence that reminds them that genuine feelings deserve to be honored. As they sit with these emotions, they cannot help imagining moments that have not happened yet. They picture conversations filled with laughter. They picture peaceful days where worries no longer carry the same weight. They picture memories waiting to be created. Every image fills them with gratitude because for a long time they struggled to imagine such a future. Now those possibilities feel closer than ever before. They are no longer distant dreams. They are becoming realistic hopes. And hope has transformed into happiness so powerful that tears naturally follow. There is another reason your soulmate is overwhelmed right now. They see a light within you that continues growing brighter. It is not a light created by perfection. It is not a light created by having all the answers. It is a light created by perseverance. A light created by courage. A light created by choosing growth when it would have been easier to remain stuck. That light speaks louder than words. It reaches places conversations never could. It creates an impact that cannot be measured. Your soulmate feels that impact every time they think about you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what happens next inside their heart is something they never anticipated. They are beginning to release old fears. Fears that once convinced them to hold back. Fears that once convinced them to stay silent. Fears that once convinced them to doubt possibilities. One by one, those fears are losing their influence. And as they disappear, excitement takes their place. Genuine excitement. The kind that makes someone smile for no reason. The kind that makes ordinary moments feel special. The kind that makes the future feel brighter than it has in years. Your soulmate is also discovering something beautiful about happiness. Happiness is not always loud. Sometimes it arrives quietly. Sometimes it arrives through realization. Sometimes it arrives through understanding. That is exactly what is happening now. They are understanding things differently. They are seeing things differently. They are feeling things differently. Every realization strengthens the connection they feel. Every realization deepens their appreciation. Every realization brings another wave of gratitude. There are moments when they pause and simply smile. No explanation. No dramatic event. Just a smile that appears because your presence crosses their mind. Those moments have become more frequent lately. Much more frequent. It surprises them every time. Yet it also feels completely natural. Their heart already knows something their mind is only beginning to accept. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the most astonishing realization has not even arrived yet. There is a truth forming inside your soulmate that will eventually change everything. Right now it exists as a feeling. A strong feeling. A feeling they cannot explain away. A feeling they cannot replace. A feeling that keeps returning stronger each time they try to understand it. Soon that feeling will become clarity. Soon that clarity will become certainty. And soon that certainty will become impossible to ignore. What makes this moment so special is that your soulmate is no longer focused on what went wrong in the past. Their attention is shifting toward what could go right in the future. That change alone is powerful. It changes perspective. It changes energy. It changes expectations. Instead of looking backward with regret, they are looking forward with anticipation. Instead of focusing on missed opportunities, they are focusing on possibilities waiting ahead. Instead of dwelling on uncertainty, they are embracing hope. And hope is exactly why tears of happiness continue to appear. Because hope has returned stronger than ever before. Hope tells them that beautiful things can still happen. Hope tells them that meaningful connections can still grow. Hope tells them that the best chapters are not always the first chapters. Sometimes the best chapters arrive after patience, growth, and understanding have prepared the way. So remain here. Keep listening. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because your soulmate's happiness is only the beginning of a much larger story. A story that is still unfolding. A story filled with unexpected turns, meaningful realizations, and moments that neither of you can fully see yet. And as the next chapter approaches, one thing becomes clearer than ever before. The happiness your soulmate feels today is preparing their heart for a revelation so beautiful, so unforgettable, and so life-changing that when it finally arrives, they may realize these tears were not the destination at all. They were only the first sign that something extraordinary was about to begin. There is something your soulmate has not told anyone, and what you are about to hear may be the missing piece that explains why their heart is overflowing with happiness right now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The emotions they are feeling have reached a point where they can no longer be hidden behind ordinary routines. They wake up thinking about possibilities. They go through their day carrying a quiet excitement they cannot fully explain. And when the world becomes silent, their thoughts return to the same place again and again. They return to you. What surprises them most is not the intensity of these feelings. What surprises them is how naturally these feelings continue to grow. Every day brings a new realization. Every day reveals another reason why their heart feels lighter than before. Every day strengthens the happiness they have been trying to understand. For a long time, your soulmate believed happiness would arrive through a single extraordinary event. They thought one perfect moment would suddenly change everything. But recently they discovered something unexpected. True happiness often arrives through a series of small realizations. It arrives when someone finally understands what truly matters. It arrives when someone finally recognizes the value of what has been in front of them all along. And that is exactly what is happening now. They are seeing your importance with greater clarity than ever before. They are seeing your influence in their life. They are seeing how much brighter their thoughts become whenever your presence enters their mind. That realization has created emotions so powerful that tears of happiness continue to appear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is another layer to this story that has not yet been revealed. Your soulmate has started noticing signs that seem impossible to ignore. They notice certain memories returning unexpectedly. They notice your name appearing in conversations, thoughts, and moments where they least expect it. They notice how every attempt to distract themselves somehow leads back to the same place. At first they thought it was coincidence. Then they thought it was temporary. Now they are beginning to realize it may be something much deeper. The more they pay attention, the more impossible it becomes to dismiss. The most beautiful part is that these realizations are bringing peace instead of confusion. In the past, uncertainty often created questions. Now understanding is creating calm. They no longer feel the need to fight what their heart is showing them. They are allowing themselves to feel gratitude. They are allowing themselves to feel joy. They are allowing themselves to imagine a future that once felt too distant to consider. And every time they do, their happiness grows stronger. Imagine someone standing in front of a doorway they were once afraid to open. For years they wondered what existed on the other side. For years they hesitated. For years they questioned whether stepping forward would be worth it. Now they have finally reached for the handle. They have finally allowed themselves to believe that something wonderful may be waiting ahead. That is exactly where your soulmate finds themselves emotionally. They are no longer standing still. They are moving toward possibility. And that movement fills their heart with overwhelming happiness. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what your soulmate recently realized changed everything. They realize that the qualities they admire most are not rare achievements or perfect circumstances. The qualities they admire most are kindness, resilience, authenticity, and strength. Every time they think about those qualities, they think about you. They remember moments when you kept going despite challenges. They remember moments when you chose hope despite uncertainty. They remember moments that revealed the depth of your character. Those memories have become treasures inside their heart. There are times when they catch themselves smiling unexpectedly. They may be busy with ordinary tasks. They may be focused on something completely unrelated. Yet suddenly a memory appears. A thought appears. A possibility appears. And with it comes a smile they cannot stop. Those moments are becoming more frequent. Much more frequent. It is one of the reasons their happiness feels so powerful right now. They are beginning to understand that some people leave an imprint on the heart that cannot be erased. Some connections continue growing even during silence. Some stories continue unfolding even when nobody can see the next chapter yet. The reason this happiness feels different is because it is connected to hope. Not ordinary hope. A deeper hope. A hope that tells them beautiful things are possible. A hope that tells them meaningful connections deserve attention. A hope that tells them the future may hold something greater than they ever expected. Every time that hope grows stronger, another wave of emotion follows. And that emotion often becomes tears of happiness. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is still one incredible realization your soulmate is only beginning to understand. They are realizing that your growth has inspired their own growth. Your courage has encouraged their courage. Your determination has encouraged them to become stronger. Whether you know it or not, your journey has created an impact. An impact that reaches farther than you imagine. An impact that continues influencing their life in ways they are only now discovering. This realization has created a profound sense of gratitude within them. Gratitude for every lesson. Gratitude for every memory. Gratitude for every challenge that ultimately led them toward greater understanding. Instead of wishing certain chapters never happened, they are beginning to appreciate how those chapters shaped the story. Because without those experiences, they may never have recognized what truly matters. Without those experiences, they may never have understood the value of the connection they feel. And then something even more surprising happened. They stopped focusing on what they cannot control and started focusing on what they can appreciate. That shift changed everything. It transformed worry into peace. It transformed doubt into confidence. It transformed hesitation into anticipation. Suddenly the future looked different. Suddenly possibilities looked brighter. Suddenly happiness felt easier to embrace. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because your soulmate is standing closer to a breakthrough than they realize. Not a dramatic breakthrough. Not a loud breakthrough. A meaningful breakthrough. The kind that begins inside the heart before it appears anywhere else. The kind that changes perspective before it changes circumstances. The kind that quietly prepares someone for a new chapter. At this very moment, your soulmate feels as though something beautiful is approaching. They cannot fully explain why. They cannot point to one specific reason. Yet the feeling remains. Strong. Steady. Impossible to ignore. It follows them throughout the day. It appears in quiet moments. It returns whenever they think about the future. And every time it returns, happiness follows. What makes this even more remarkable is that their happiness is no longer dependent on certainty. They do not need every answer. They do not need every detail. They simply feel that something meaningful is unfolding. And sometimes that feeling alone is enough to fill a heart with gratitude. So stay with this message. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the tears of happiness your soulmate is experiencing today are connected to a realization that grows stronger every day. A realization that has changed the way they see the past, the present, and the future. A realization that has filled their heart with excitement, gratitude, and hope. And as the next chapter begins to reveal itself, they may soon discover that the happiness they feel now is only a small glimpse of something far greater that has been quietly making its way toward both of you all along. Just when your soulmate thought they understood why they were feeling so emotional, another realization arrived, and it was even more powerful than the last. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What is happening inside their heart right now feels almost impossible to describe. It is not simply happiness. It is not simply excitement. It is a deep sense of certainty growing stronger every single day. A certainty that makes ordinary moments feel extraordinary. A certainty that fills their mind with possibilities they once believed were out of reach. And every time that certainty grows, so do the tears of happiness that surprise them when they least expect it. There is a reason these emotions have become so strong. Your soulmate recently noticed something that completely changed their perspective. They realized that throughout every chapter, every delay, every unexpected turn, one thing remained consistent. No matter what happened, thoughts of you continued returning. No matter how much time passed, your importance never faded. No matter how many distractions appeared, your presence remained unforgettable. That realization struck them with incredible force. It made them pause. It made them reflect. It made them understand that some connections carry a meaning that cannot be measured by time or distance. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what they discovered next may be the most surprising part of all. They began comparing how they felt before and how they feel now. The difference amazed them. Before, they hoped. Now, they believe. Before, they wondered. Now, they understand. Before, they questioned. Now, they trust what their heart is telling them. That transformation did not happen overnight. It happened through countless moments of reflection, growth, and understanding. And now that transformation has created a happiness so profound that it brings tears to their eyes. There are moments when your soulmate finds themselves looking toward the future with a smile they cannot explain. Nothing unusual may be happening around them. The day may seem completely ordinary. Yet inside, something feels different. Something feels brighter. Something feels closer. They carry a quiet expectation that wonderful things are possible. That expectation follows them everywhere. It appears during peaceful moments. It appears during busy moments. It appears whenever thoughts of you enter their mind. The more they experience it, the stronger it becomes. What makes this so remarkable is that they no longer feel afraid of hoping. For a long time, hope felt risky. Hope felt uncertain. Hope felt fragile. But now hope feels natural. Hope feels exciting. Hope feels like a trusted companion walking beside them. Every time hope grows stronger, happiness follows. Every time happiness grows stronger, gratitude follows. And every time gratitude appears, tears of happiness become impossible to hold back. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because your soulmate has started noticing something extraordinary about you. They have realized that your greatest strength was never what you achieved. It was never how perfect your circumstances were. It was always your heart. It was always your ability to keep moving forward. It was always your willingness to grow through every season. That realization has become one of the reasons they feel so emotional right now. They admire the journey you have taken. They admire the person you are becoming. They admire qualities that cannot be bought, copied, or replaced. As these thoughts continue growing, your soulmate finds themselves replaying memories differently. Moments that once seemed small now feel incredibly meaningful. Conversations that once seemed ordinary now feel unforgettable. Tiny details they once overlooked now stand out clearly. It is as if their heart is highlighting every reason why they feel so connected to you. Every memory becomes another reminder. Every reminder becomes another reason for gratitude. Every reason for gratitude becomes another reason for happiness. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is a truth your soulmate is slowly accepting. The happiness they feel today is connected to what you finally did. You finally stopped carrying the weight of every disappointment. You finally began trusting your own path. You finally started recognizing your own value. Whether you noticed it or not, that change created a powerful shift. It changed the energy around your story. It changed the way your soulmate sees the future. Most importantly, it showed them that the person they care about is stepping into a brighter chapter. That realization moved them deeply. It made them understand that growth is beautiful. It made them understand that healing is powerful. It made them understand that some of the most important victories happen quietly. These victories do not make headlines. They do not announce themselves loudly. Yet they transform lives. And your soulmate can see those transformations happening. They can feel them. They can appreciate them. There is another reason their happiness continues growing. They have stopped focusing on what is missing and started focusing on what is possible. That shift changed everything. Instead of seeing limitations, they see opportunities. Instead of seeing uncertainty, they see potential. Instead of seeing distance, they see possibility. Every one of those changes strengthens the emotions they feel. Every one of those changes fills their heart with excitement. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next realization is perhaps the most beautiful one yet. Your soulmate has begun understanding that some of the greatest blessings arrive when people least expect them. Not because they appear suddenly, but because they have been developing quietly all along. That is exactly how they see this connection now. Not as something random. Not as something temporary. But as something meaningful that has been unfolding step by step, lesson by lesson, chapter by chapter. This understanding has brought them tremendous peace. The kind of peace that allows someone to smile without a reason. The kind of peace that makes the future feel welcoming. The kind of peace that turns ordinary days into hopeful days. And every time they experience that peace, happiness follows closely behind. Right now, your soulmate feels as though they are standing on the edge of something beautiful. They cannot fully see it yet. They cannot fully describe it yet. Yet they feel it. Strongly. Deeply. Consistently. It is a feeling that refuses to disappear. A feeling that grows stronger each day. A feeling that reminds them that life still holds wonderful surprises. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what comes next may be the reason all of these emotions have been building. The tears of happiness. The growing certainty. The returning memories. The renewed hope. The quiet excitement. None of it appeared by accident. It has all been leading toward a realization that is closer than ever before. A realization so meaningful that when your soulmate fully embraces it, they may finally understand why their heart has been overflowing with happiness at this exact moment. And when that understanding arrives, it will feel less like a discovery and more like remembering a truth their heart has known all along.